Well, let's have a serious conversation for a moment about the realities of what happened in Uvalde with the school shooting, right? And we see this all the time. Every time there's a school shooting, every time there's a shooting, all of a sudden it's the guns' fault. We got to get rid of guns. We got to take guns away from law-abiding citizens. We got to make it harder for law-abiding citizens to actually get guns. Guys, the reality is criminals don't care about the law. Right? Schools are gun-free zones. Who abides by that? Law-abiding citizens. Criminals don't give a shit. Banks are gun-free zones, and yet bank robbers go in with guns and still commit crimes. So let me ask you, what is it going to do by making it more difficult for law-abiding citizens to obtain a firearm? What is it going to do? Is it going to cut down on school shootings? These psychopaths that go into schools and do you think they care? Do you think they go, oh my gosh, you know what? Oh man, laws are getting so strict and I shouldn't have to go, well, I can't go in there and get one. Again, this is just stupidity. Why don't we start looking at making schools harder targets? That's the problem with the left, though. They don't want to do anything to prevent it, because if they do something to prevent it, then they don't have an argument down the road. Make schools harder targets. You've got ex-law enforcement, you've got ex-military who would gladly become resource officers at these schools. Give the teachers an opportunity to go through training and get trained if they want it to carry a firearm, or at least have access to a firearm in a school to protect those kids that they're in charge of, right? Do something to make it a harder target. One way in, one way out, with security measures in place to prevent guys from going in and doing these horrific acts. But don't look at the gun as the problem. Don't look at law-abiding citizens as the problem. I said this in my other video. Only criminals can go out and get guns without passing background checks. That's not going to stop a criminal from getting a gun. Making it more difficult for someone to get a gun, law-abiding citizen to get a gun, is not going to stop these things. Law-abiding citizens don't commit these crimes. Criminals commit these crimes. So my whole thing is, these Republican congressmen and these people out there fighting for something that they have no idea what they're doing, it's always the gun's fault. It's not the gun's fault, and it's not the law-abiding citizens' fault. We have to do something to deter people from committing acts like this. That's what I got to say. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you agree, if you disagree, let me know in the comments below. But unless we do something to make schools a much harder target, this shit's just going to continue to go on and on and on. Thanks for watching.